Welcome, your war chief is back with another epic video. Hi, my name's PBE, but you lovely people are more than welcome to call me Peebs. We are back into the world of Dungeons and Dragons. Today, we're going to talk about an expansion to the game that I love. And to be fair, I honestly wish I had when I first started DMing. This isn't new. Xanathar's Guide to Everything is not new. But what it does bring to your DM game is worth talking about again and again and again. So this video, we're going to go through the different chapters. But before getting into the whys, if you like videos like these, or just nerdy stuff in general, you're in the right spot. Hit that subscribe button because, girl, we tend to do nerdy here pretty well. So if you're curious why this crazy lady is telling you this book is worth a read, stick around. We're jumping into that right now. Alright, quick disclaimer. I'm not telling you that you need anything. It's your money and I won't tell you how to spend it. And let's be real, D&D can be a very expensive hobby if you let it. This video is going to tell you the info that's in it and how fantastic it is. Spoiler alert, it is fantastic. You can borrow this book for a friend, take some notes, purchase it on D&D Beyond, PDF, or even secondhand. All of those are solid options and can save you some coin if you are interested in purchasing it. Either way, you don't need anything. So there are 3 chapters in this book, I know. Short and sweet. 1, character options. So there's some new stuff to add to the classes, I believe some new abilities. Honestly, some great additions. This part is usable by both the player and the DM and really adds some flavor to whatever you want to build or you want to add to some of your NPCs. Chapter 2, Dungeon Master Tools. This chapter is solid and honestly, that chapter to me was worth the purchase. I will get into whys and what's in it in detail in a couple minutes, but she worth it. Chapter 3, we have some spells and some spell casting. So, usable by both DM and player. There's also a little bonus section in the back which totally worth mentioning if you're a DM, but there are character names by race and by gender. Freaking awesome. If you've DM'd before, you know that you'll have to make up a hell of a lot of names on the fly for random NPCs that your players have now decided are important and need a name, which you totally didn't plan for. You're not stuck. I wish I had this when I first started DMing. I know I said that in the intro, I wasn't bullshitting. It really covers a lot of the stuff that's either just mentioned in the PHB or it's just lightly covered and I had questions about and then I tried to Google and I didn't find much. I could be very bad at Googling. That's possible. But either way, you'll understand what I mean here in just a second. So let's go over exactly what's in this section and how it helped me. 1, we've got fall damage. Pretty simple, right? This actually breaks it down so it's easier to understand how high and any implication including falling from flight. Yeah, worth it. 2, how tools work. I needed this. This is exactly one of the things that I had been looking up. This really shows what you can do with some of the supplies that you gain, like for example alchemy supplies. What can you do with that? This really feeds into some generalizations, which once you get into the general section you can really expand your knowledge or at least start in that right area. Oh, I can do some arcane stuff. And branch out. Large section, lots of tools mentioned. Great. 3, area effects. This was pretty well covered in the PHB, I will admit. However, if you're having a hard time understanding or you want something more graphic, better pictures explaining it, it's very well explained in this. 4, building an encounter. We know how to do that. We do it all the time, right? Well, this goes into further detail than the DM's guide, which I wish it didn't, but it does. Well, I mean, I wish the DM guide was more detailed for this, because I feel like when you first start out, that's the one you'll pick up. That's the one, you know where I'm going with this. Either way, it's more detailed, set up for player levels, and there's a section that gives you ideas for encounters per zone that you're in. So is your players on a mountain right now? Cool. Here's an idea per level of what they could encounter. Forests, swamps, caves, all there. 5. Traps. The DM guide gives you what? Half a page? Maybe a full page? I really don't remember, put it that way. But here, you get how to build traps, the logic behind them, complex traps, simple traps. So many dastardly traps to put your players through. I mean, I'm gonna be real and say I enjoyed this section a lot more than my players wanted me to, let me tell you. And 6, downtime. This was the best section of this book and the most descriptive for me. It gives you a bunch of stuff that your players can build, can do. How do you build things? How much time does it take? What kind of gold does it take on top of materials? What options are available for downtime? That's a question new players get all the time. This is stuff that's not in the DM's guide or PHB. I've looked for it. Specifically. This section is fantastic. And again, we're going to rename it because it's worth it. The bonus section in the back with all the character names. Really, this book has been a solid database for all the questions that I had while I was DMing and couldn't quite get the answer to. Plus some new class stuff, which more options is never a bad thing to a player. So yes, if you have the means or you are looking to expand or have a better understanding of things, borrow it, read it, take the time to look into it, purchase it if you want it in your collection. I'm telling you that this is one of the books that are actually quite good. But what did you think? Do you have the book? Did you enjoy it? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you liked this video, give me a big old thumbs up. If you didn't, well, cool. Be honest with me, I'm a big girl. I can handle it. Bonus points if you tell me why you didn't like it. Feedback is the best way to improve. And if you like Dungeons & Dragons, World of Warcraft, me, just nerdy things in general, yes, you're home. Hit that subscribe button. And while you're down there, ring that bell. That way you'll get notifications for all my upcoming videos. Spoiler alert. That notification bell will go off on Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, where we are right here playing Warcraft. It's like a little LAN party. She's nerdy. We're getting into lore, talk about all kinds of things, and it's fun. Let's be real. It's actually everything you'd expect from me. Alright, well thanks again for stopping by. Have a legendary day, and I can't wait to see you guys again on the next one. Bye! It's a pretty good book, straight up. Honestly. It's definitely better than Volo's Guide to Monsters. I could have probably skipped that one. Just saying.